that ain't saved a wretch like me. You're here, I'm pleased, I really feel your company. Your style, your smile, your pace mentality. Lord, have mercy on me. I was blind, now I can see what a king's supposed to be.
Excuse me, miss. I was in the waiting room when you gave your testimony. And what I realized is that we have an enemy in common. While you were being called to the office again, I was being put out the only home I've ever known. While you were shaking.
Try it again.
Test 1 2 3. Test 1 2 3. No.
I see. Oh, you know why?
One, 2, 5. 1 2 5. 1 2 5. Are we working? Oh, we're echoing.
Yeah. It's just damn, right? Yeah. Because I want them to hear you.
Maybe.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. You're here, I'm pleased, I really feel your company. Your style, your smile, your pace mentality. Lord, have mercy on me. I was blind, now I can see what a king's supposed to be.
Excuse me, miss. I was in the waiting room when you gave your testimony. And what I realized is that we have an enemy in common. While you were being called to the office again, I was being put out the only home I've ever known. While you were shaking with anxiety and fear over something no one ever wants to hear, I was shaking in dread. Because we all know what happens to little girls that have no home and no one to claim them. I think our souls passed each other by. See, My soul left me a long time ago in a dingy motel room, ripped away by brutal force. It fled, unable to find its way back home.
Historical people, who would you want in your seat and why?
Wow. I guess because I'm different. You know, I'm not really starstruck, and so it would be hard to really pinpoint anybody in particular. First person that just came to my mind, you know, I mean, if I had an opportunity to cut Denzel, you know, I would.
That's a good one.
I'd do that.
That would be a dope conversation.
Exactly.
How important is diversity in your work, considering you grew up in a bilingual, bicultural home?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's very important. I think at this point, just in society, there's just so much diversity. You know, whether it be in language, whether it be in your upbringing, whether it be, you know, in whatever that is. And so I think growing up in, you know, a bilingual household as well as really a bicultural, despite the fact that, you know, my parents are you know, both of Hispanic descent, but growing up in two different cultures of, you know, very traditional values in the home and very different, and sometimes similar values, right, outside of the home, but in different ways, right?
Yeah.
And so
He tests those whom he loves. I pray he continues to love me till my death. I pray he continues testing me and testing me and testing me until I have no questions left. Until I can ingest knowledge and choke on lies and spit out truth with every breath. But you see, until love for what he loves and hate for what he hates is the only thing that's left within my chest. I know that I will constantly fight to love what's right because I was created with a heart that sits slightly to the left. But I'm okay with that. Because I always knew and always know that he knows exactly what is best. You see, he knew that it would only be a matter of time before I would open my eyes and finally realize that I needed to look deep down inside and pull out the divide so that my heart and my mind would collide and learn to work together.
What's good, Forest Hill and the Everman family online community? This is Ordinary Conversations with Extraordinary People. I am your host, Willie Beamen. We are kicking off a new series for you guys as we celebrate Women's History Month. We got to make sure we pay homage to the women that are out here that's making a difference in our communities. Now, this lady to my left, it's going to be fun, y'all. Make sure y'all buckle y'all seatbelts. Got to give her a solid intro. She is a realtor with over 10 years of experience, real estate and investment professional, a deep understanding of the local Arlington and DFW housing market, passionate about serving people and turning dreams into reality. A client-first approach built on trust, transparency, and results. Born and raised from Brenham, Texas. Online community, y'all put some hand claps in the chat for my sister, Miss Francis Krebs.
Thank y'all so much for having me. Yes, this is definitely going to be fun. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah, how you doing? How's everything going?
It's a beautiful day. The sun's out and we got electricity, so we're good. We love electricity. Means we're going to have AC and heater.
No, I agree.
I like both of them.
I agree. Before I get into these, I kind of want to talk about the power of partnership, and I want you to kind of elaborate with our online community how we actually met. I think they should know.
Well, I was at Chili's being nosy. I'm a firm believer that business owners need to collaborate, and all businesses.
Right.
And the nice people we're talking about searching and advertising, and there was a topic of I'm trying to learn YouTube and make sure that I know the right topics.
Right.
And the search, and I forget the name of the place because it didn't work well for
Opus
me.
Clips.
Yes.
Yes.
It did not work for me. It's not my friend. But I had to go and ask about it because they were talking about it. Y'all were saying, you just plug in, put this.
Mm-hmm. And it makes clips
and
for you.
And it just makes you clips. It did not make me clips. But it started a conversation, and then we started talking about Google Business, and then we started talking about, well, how about we collaborate on this? And yes, I'll come to the book club because I need to learn something. And so it just was a great lunch.
Yeah.
Great lunch.
Yeah.
I was sitting by myself being nosy. That's all it started off as.
Yeah. Sometimes it be like that, man. Sometimes
But
you
it
gotta.
was a pleasure. It was
Yeah.
a super pleasure when
It was
I got
fun.
hugs from everybody at the
Yes.
table. So I was grateful.
That's dope. Getting into where you're from, if you could describe Brenham, Texas, in your own words, what would it be and why?
Well, one we're going to correct. Ooh. Yeah, Brenham.
Brenham, my God.
You know where? You know
Brenham.
where you eat Bluebell, don't you?
I do.
It's where it comes from.
Wow.
There's
I didn't know that.
well, now it's not the way it was, but when I grew up, there were way more cows than there were people. Everybody knew everybody. It's just a small, quiet town, and it was all about small businesses. Now big businesses have come in, so it's not the same as when I grew up.
Wow.
But it was just it's a right in the direct middle of Houston and Austin.
Okay.
Everybody goes antiquing there. I'm not an antiquer.
Yeah.
I like new stuff. I do.
I got you. What are some of your favorite childhood memories in growing up in Brenham?
I love the lake.
I love lakes too.
Yeah. My mom, we didn't believe in, it's not called skipping school when your parents go. So you would just say, Mom, let's go to the lake. And Mom would make some fried chicken, and we would go to the lake with a bucket of chicken.
That's hilarious.
I had
funny.
great parents. And I loved that everybody knew everybody. There was no by yourself.
I like
graduated with a class of 200, not a huge class. There was 250 of us. We all knew each other. We all partied together. We grew up together. We helped one another. There was nobody left behind. I miss that atmosphere of life because nobody has that hardly anymore.
I totally agree.
Everybody's for themselves.
Yeah.
So I miss the true community
Yeah.
of life. And I loved dancing,
Me too.
but not like that kind of dance. I'm gonna come learn how to dance.
Dance
Y'all,
fitness.
on Saturday.
Shout out to Suhaila.
I'm coming Saturday to the class on Saturday to learn how to dance. All I know how to do is two-step, but there's a lot of dance halls down yonder, and so I loved going on Friday and Saturday night dancing.
Wow, that's
so
cool.
that was fun. Yes.
That's cool. Before I get into this question, I know we talked offset about the origin of your last name, Krebs. I want you to kind of elaborate on that more. I think that's interesting.
My last name is Krebs, and it is from Germany. My great-grandparents are straight from Germany, and they came to a small town called Shelby from in a boat, not a flying. They came in a boat to Galveston and rode some horses on over to Shelby, and they started a house and with a lot of kids to raise the farm. But nobody wanted to stay there. They all wanted to go to the big cities because they didn't like farming. It was overrated in their eyes, I think. My grandfather, like I was telling, my grandfather used to tell me he went uphill both ways to school in the snow. Well, we both know we live in Texas. It snows maybe once a year.
Yeah.
And there was no hills. There's no hill. The donkey followed him to the little white building. No, there was no hill. No hill.
That's funny.
Yeah.
How often have you been to Germany? Or do you
I've only
still-
been once.
Once?
Yeah.
You plan on going back?
Maybe I want to go to Bora Bora. I want to go and stay in one of those
I've heard
little
of Bora
cottages
Bora.
with the bottom is glass and you can see the fishes. I want to go stay in one. Now I don't want to get in the water with the sharks. Not in. I'm not going past my knees because no. But I want to see the little fishes just float underneath you. I just think that'd be fun.
Yeah.
But it's nice. I mean, Germany was nice. It's cold. I don't like cold places.
I don't either.
I want to stay warm. That's why I live in Texas.
I agree. Going back to where you're from, how did growing up in Brenham shape who you are today?
Well, I know how to change a tire. I don't live off of AAA. And I don't know if it was really Brenham or if it was just the age of when I grew up.
Okay.
My father wanted boys. He got 2 girls. Poor thing. And I can keep a beautiful yard. I don't know how to cook, so I didn't listen to that part. My sister got that. But growing up in a small town, I don't have a problem talking to anybody.
I can see that.
I don't have a problem
I can
talking to
see that.
anybody. It taught me how to improvise, figure it out.
Yeah, that's good.
Back to the tire. Yeah, and change a tire because on dirt roads you get flats. And I didn't have a cell phone until I was 22.
22?
Is when I got my first cell phone.
Wow.
Yeah, no. So you're on the dirt road, you either changing the
Changing it.
tire or you're going to sit there a long time. And so I didn't like sitting there.
Wow.
But
That's
yeah.
interesting. It's interesting. Walk us through the backstory in regard to developing your passion towards the real estate industry.
Yes. So real estate was supposed to be a hobby.
Oh, wow. I think that's how it normally starts.
It was supposed to be a hobby. I had a construction company we had a commercial construction company that my husband ran, and he's phenomenal. Like,
Shout out to the husband.
yeah, husband is the most amazing at construction. And then 12, 13 years ago, he says, Francis, you need a hobby. You're spending too much money. And he says, I think you'd be great at real estate to give you something to do. You like people. It'll help our construction company if we decide to do something different with construction. And I ended up being good at it.
Wow.
And I love watching new people get keys to houses. Like, it's so much fun when you see these young people. The client I just closed with, 23 years old.
23. Wow.
Buying their first house. And then he asked his girlfriend to marry him the day of closing or the day after in their front door.
That's amazing.
I'm like, it was just, it's cool to see that kind of stuff. So I just ended up being good at it.
Wow.
So it was fun.
That's huge. When I was studying your bio, you mentioned having a deep understanding throughout the Arlington and DFW market. Did that come through being self-taught, or did you have mentors in your corner kind of coaching you through?
Oh, everybody needs a mentor.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a mentor. When I first got into real estate, Kim Pratt, who is one of the most amazing real estate agents, the first company I was with in real estate, she was one of the top producers. And even though she was a top producer, she was willing to take time with me.
Wow.
I didn't have a clue of a clue, but she helped me. And she taught me about different areas. I think one of the reasons why I'm good at all of the Metroplex is we built so many different places. So I was blessed with having knowledge about the Metroplex because of the construction. I mean, we built Chase Banks, Wells Fargo's,
Wow, that's huge.
Chick-fil-A's. There wasn't much we haven't built. And so I knew the areas. I just had to learn. And construction is real estate. It's just a different type.
Different type, yeah.
Yeah,
That makes
and
sense.
so that's where I was blessed. And I already had ran my own company. I've never had a job.
Wow.
I've always owned companies. So I think that has helped me a lot.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you still stay in communication with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, by far. I don't believe in just one real estate company. I love all of the agents, and I love all of the different companies. So I try to help anybody and everybody
yeah.
because and Kim Pratt, she's with owns her own company now versus when I first got into real estate. And she helps everybody in the community.
That's
So
amazing.
I'm very lucky to know some really great professionals in this, that they're not just about themselves. They are for all of us to win. If something new comes about, I get a phone call from Kim that says, "Did you learn about such and such?"
Yeah.
No, but I will send me the link. And
Yeah.
so I'm very blessed with that.
Wow.
They still mentor me
That's good.
to this day.
It's good. It's good. I don't think you can never stop learning.
No. If you're not learning, then you're dying.
Yeah, you said that when we at the meeting.
Yeah. If you're not,
That's
you
so
have to
true.
learn something new every day. I still learn something new in real estate.
Yeah.
Even though I've been in this business, it's ever changing.
Yeah.
And there's so many different avenues of real estate that people just don't even realize. So I'm always trying to learn something new.
I agree. I totally agree. For you, I guess for all people that are in real estate, what are key qualities that make a real estate agent successful at attracting clients? What are some of those qualities?
Don't meet strangers. Build a business off of things you like to do.
Elaborate.
I love swimming. I'm a firm believer that brown fat looks better than white fat. And I love sitting by the pool. So at Hawaiian Falls, I love that place.
I've been there before. Yeah.
I sit with a purple towel that says, "Ask me about real estate."
Wow.
Do you know I get
Great marketing.
37% of my referrals come from that towel.
Wow.
So build a business around things that you like to do.
That's huge. I love that.
And that's what I did. And most of the agents that mentor with me, that's what I teach them. Another quality is you don't know everything, so don't act it. Don't learn enough little key words to make you look stupid.
Wow. That's good.
I mean, and it's hard for a lot of people because nobody wants to look dumb. I'm trying to be the dumbest person in the room. I want to be around some really smart people, so I'm always learning. But it's okay to ask questions.
I agree.
And you don't have to know. My favorite phrase is, "I don't know that right now, but I can have the answer before the end of the afternoon."
Wow. I like that. Yeah. Yeah.
Because what if I don't know the answer? Or what if I maybe know it, but I need to verify it?
Yes. I need clarity.
Need to verify.
Yeah.
Because I have told things wrong, and it costs me money. And so I've had to learn hard lessons
Wow.
off of that. So that would be my two.
Go to. That's great. That's a great marketing strategy. That's cool. In that same vein, how can storytelling be used to create a deeper connection with potential clients? I guess like testimonials or things of the sort.
Horror stories are the best way to connect because you don't want to make the same mistake as somebody else. I will never, and I mean never, ever do another divorce client on somebody buying a house. I had a client that I got referred a sister. Sweet lady, very sweet lady.
Yeah.
Her husband had to buy her a house, her ex-husband. She picked out the house. Well, there needed to be some repairs. He didn't want to ask for them. It's his ex-wife. I just need to pay for the house.
Wow.
I won't ever do that again. Stories are a way for people to have better solutions or better outcomes.
Yeah.
So I think stories are the way to be able to solve things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think.
Yeah, that makes sense. For you, I was also, in regards to your bio, how did the partnership with Windhill Advisors DFW come about, or is that a company that you own?
It is not a company I own.
Okay.
It is a partnership. I was with 2 other companies before this company, and because I just couldn't find what I was really looking for, the actual owner of my company I've known since 6th grade.
Wow.
He has an office out of Houston of 100 agents. Whew, amazing man. And I was looking for a different niche in real estate just because I wanted to add some things. And he does something called build to rent or a lot of land acquisition. And at that time, I was not. And I wanted to learn. So I called him up and I said, look, I need you to start a brokerage up here in Dallas for me. And I need you to teach me how to do this. And it's been a very blessing. I always tell everybody I'm unrecruitable because I can't leave my friend.
Wow,
I'm
I
very
like
blessed that he said yes to me 4 years ago when I decided to do this. And then we decided to grow it this year.
That's huge.
So-
Since 6th grade?
Yeah.
That's what you call long-lasting relationships.
I should have asked him when I first got my license just to do it, but you live and learn.
Yeah, that's true.
It was the timing when it needed to. God put me in that place then.
Yeah,
So,
that makes sense.
yes.
So, the engineer has sent me some stuff that was online in the chat.
Oh, how fun.
So, Monica Diana said, female empowerment, I love to hear you speak with passion about your many attributes.
I don't have any attributes. Well,
You wanted to, I mean.
attributes. Okay. I love helping others.
Okay, I can see that.
Everybody always asks me, what is my elevator pitch? Well, I'm a bona fide connector. My job is to connect you with whatever it is, whether it is buying, selling, or a resource, a vendor, whatever it may be. I'm a connector in this business. So I think that would be one of an attribute. And willing to ask, I'm learning a new attribute is willing to ask for help. I used to not know how to do that very well.
We just had this conversation yesterday.
Yeah, I've not been really good at it, and it's self-sabotaging.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed to say that it took me 48 years to learn that.
Wow.
But I'm learning it now. So that's a new attribute that I'm learning. Yeah.
Gotcha. I'll take it. She also had another one. We're looking to purchase just land, rich, fertile land in the near future. Members, grandkids. My husband is a diesel mechanic, about 5 acres, low ball price. Any advice?
It all depends in the area. If you want to go south, we're looking at, if it's unimproved land, you're looking 25 to 35,000 an acre. But it may be cheaper to get you a shop with the land. If you want to go north, it's a little bit higher just because they've gotten a little high society up yonder. It just depends. But feel free to call and we can definitely talk about it. Because we really also need to know, what do you want to put on the land?
Yeah.
Because if it's the grandbabies, do you want a stock pond? You know, we can start throwing some fish in, and instead of going to the lake, we're just going to go to the backyard, get us a little bass out of the yard, pick it up and take it to the table. So it just depends on what you want.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But there's options. There's options.
Yeah. And she also said, what do you consider a great camp weekend getaway space, low cost by lake with walking distance?
Which lake? Now, I'm not going to lie. I went to, and I stayed in Lake Travis in forever and a day. But I stayed in a couple Airbnbs last year for $69 a night.
It's not bad.
2-bedroom, full, like, just walk in with your clothes. And it was like, throw the rock, there was the lake. That was really nice. Now, I will tell you, there is some great in Possum Kingdom. Very reasonable Airbnbs, great for the family. They usually have the kayaks already there at most of those Airbnbs. So it's plenty of things for the kids to do. That's really my two favorites.
Gotcha. For you, do you own any of your own companies in regards to this industry?
I tried that, but I'm not made for property management. I feel sorry for people, and you in property management, you can't have any feelings, like none, because if somebody gives you a bad story, like I had this one lady, her husband left, and he was as useless as specialness, because I'm working on the words that are coming out of my mouth, and she was pregnant. She'd never worked. Well, how am I going to kick that woman out? So you in property management, no. I help a lot of people buy portfolios and stuff like that. But then they have a great property management company. Like my favorite one is Better Together. They're out of Midlothian. Colton is probably one of the best property management. And maybe one day I'll get back into that scenario. But I love the building process of real estate. I don't like all builders, because they are not all created equally at all. Most people just think, oh, it looks so pretty. Well, you don't know what's under sheetrock. It could fall down. Yes. See, Michael believes he's with us. Michael's with us. Get an inspection. Make sure you get an inspection. Or call me and get my ideas of who is the good builders. I can't say that online. I might get in trouble. So we won't say that. But, yeah.
I got you.
No property management for me. No. Call Better Together. Colton. Good guy.
For you, what strategies do you use in order to build a strong team and develop, I guess, company culture?
Well, I'm a firm believer if you are not having fun, why do it?
Yes, I'm a firm believer of that too.
There is only one chief. But you got to be able to be willing to build to be the chief when I'm not there.
I like that.
But I like building people. I'm not always right.
Yeah.
And sometimes I'm not even good at it. But I surround myself with people that balance me out. And so in our culture at my office, it's a true balance. And when it's off, it's off.
You notice it.
There were nice people that are no longer with my company right now because of it.
Wow.
But I think it's about a balance. Everybody's got a part. And I'm very blessed with the people that I work with right now because I'm not a very structured person. I mean, I see it. It needs to be there. But there's a nice person in our office that's very structured. And she just makes it all happen. Like, she just takes the nice words that come out of my mouth, like, we should do whatever it is. And she just makes it happen. And I'm like, oh, I love you. You're like my favorite person ever.
Right.
Love me some Victoria and Patrice. They need them.
Shout out to y'all.
Yeah, you need a Patrice and Victoria.
Wow.
Everybody needs one.
Following that question up, how do you encourage, I guess, creativity and innovation within the teams? I'm pretty sure everybody's personalities are different.
By far. I never ask you to do something I'm not willing to do.
I love it.
I'm big on video. Now maybe you don't want to do video. Well, that's okay. So I'm gonna do the video for you. You're just gonna stand next to me. So they're like, you would really do that? I'm like, yeah, that's what we're going to do. Because I want everybody to have exposure.
Wow.
Goes back to build a business off of what you like to do.
Mm-hmm.
That's my first question whenever somebody starts working with us. And so if I don't know what that is, I start learning about it so that I can have a idea to be able to keep, encourage them in whatever they're doing.
True.
Because not everybody likes everything I like to do. And I'm very limited on certain things. So I like learning about other people.
Yeah.
So it helps encourage them because I'm willing to learn about them and their families.
Wow, that's huge. It just goes back to what you mentioned earlier, building people and learning them. Yeah, that's huge.
Every business, that's really what it is. It's always about the people. I mean, real estate is great, but it's the people that make it go round.
Yeah.
My clients they're like, which house would you buy? I'm like, I bought my house. I already got the mortgage. Which house do you like? Let's figure that out because it's not about me. It's always, you have to put it back on the other person. We're a people business.
Yeah.
Every business is. Find out what they like.
That's huge. Outside of everything that you do, the many hats that you wear, what are some of the hobbies or things that you like to do in order to, I guess, decompress? And
I love crocheting.
Oh.
So I just learned, I love the tiki-talk. Like, it makes me smile. The tiki-talk makes me smile.
That's funny.
And I'm learning large crochet, not like with the needle crochet. Like, I know how to do that too.
Yeah.
My mother-in-law taught me how to do that. But with big yarn, it's like 1 inch wide, and you do it with your hand, and it's super fun. I love reading books.
What type of books?
Make me better books. Because
Those are my type of books too.
I'm working on empathy. Yeah, I'm working on that. I don't have a whole lot of it. No, I don't.
Engineer. That's surprising.
Why? Why do you think that? I love people.
You don't come off that way.
No, I love people. I don't, I have a problem with lazy and people that want to be felt sorry for.
Okay.
And so I don't have that empathy, and I'm working on it because apparently you're supposed to have it as a leader. Yeah, and so I'm working on this. Everybody's making me work on it because I just have brutally honest, and if you're lazy, you're lazy, and if you're not, you're not. And so I'm reading a lot of books about that to make me better there. I feel like my husband has enough emotions for us all in my family, so I didn't ever think I needed them. Yeah. I'm working on it.
Oh my God.
I'll get better.
You will.
Yeah.
You will. I think we all will.
Yeah.
Oh, we got more?
Oh, we got another question. How fun are y'all? I like this online thing. This sounds fun.
Is it the one you just sent me? Oh, okay. So I guess Monica Diana, the one that put in the comments, I guess she was referring to unimpressed land?
Unimproved.
Oh, unimproved.
Unimproved. Okay. So, yeah, you're looking at 25 to 35 if you're going south, 35,000 if you're going to go south. But be careful with unimproved land because you're going to want to build something on it. Are you going to have to get a well? Is there water utilities at the road? There's a variety of things to go into. Y'all broke something out there.
It's been like that for forever.
Because of the lights going out? No. Okay. Safety.
She's hilarious.
I'm just saying. Just call me or direct message me. I think they tagged me on this little thingy. If not, I shared it. Just find the shared one of me and just direct message me I think it's called the DM thing. Just DM me and ask that question and area, and I'll send you out what is available. Gotcha.
Going back to the home buying process, share with us on how interest rates play a role in that process.
It's a third of your payment. So the first question I always ask somebody when we're going to buy a house, where do you want to keep your payment? And they're going to say, well, I'm paying $2,500 a month right now for my rental. That's okay. So you want it no more than $2,500. So that means that in all reality, their payment itself is only $1,700. Their property taxes and interest
Okay.
is another difference.
Wow. Okay.
So it's just making sure that my lender gets with them and stays in their budget.
Makes sense.
I'm a big, don't be house poor. I don't understand people that want to be house poor. You're only there, go live outside. You don't want to be just stuck where you can't do a vacation because your payment is.
Yes, I agree with that.
Go under your budget.
Yeah, I like that.
I'm still Florida. People are paying $1,500 a month on a car. That makes me cry.
That's gonna make me cry too.
A new car, $1,500 a month for 5 years. I would have a heart attack.
You so right. In that same vein, are there any specific programs that could best benefit first-time home buyers?
Yes. Oh my goodness. Okay,
She got excited.
Let me tell you now.
Go ahead, Miss Francis.
So, it's not that I don't like Dallas County. I like Dallas County, but I'm bigger on Tarrant, Johnson, Ellis, Wise County, everything but Dallas. There's special people over there. Anyway, Tarrant County is giving $30,000 for somebody to buy a house. There's programs. There's NACA where you can not even have a down payment. You've got right now they've got lenders that are doing, if you live in a certain part of town, they'll give you $15,000 to stay in that area because they want to grow that community. You have grants.
Wow.
To buy a house. There's tons of ways to buy a house. People just don't quite realize how much is out there. If you're a veteran, you have a VA loan, there's no down payment. They have conventional loans where there's a 1% down. So maybe even if you're a first-time buyer, maybe the FHA loan is not made for you, but there might be a better version. So I'm super blessed by the lenders that I work with. There's nothing better. Programs. I've surrounded myself with probably the 4 best in the Metroplex, and each one has a great program for anybody that is looking for a home.
Wow, that's huge. I guess take the time to elaborate, on the different types of loans that people can.
Now remember, I'm not a lender.
Okay.
So it's not, I don't ever like talking people's money because they don't want to talk to me about money. They want to find the pretty house. But there's conventional loans, FHA loans, VA loans. Glenda's going to laugh at me, but DSR loans, which that's if you, let's say you're self-employed and you've need bank statement loans because you don't have any credit. There's a lot.
There's a lot, yeah.
There's a lot.
Okay, it's fine.
I'll set you up with a good lender, and they're going to talk loans. I just find the pretty house to put you in.
Hey, I'm with it, Miss Francis.
And then you're going to invite me over. I'm going to buy the meat so that we can have a good barbecue. You will have to cook it because we're going to have a housewarming party.
Yes.
That's my gift to everybody.
That's
that
dope.
Once they buy their house, they got to invite me over to eat.
We have another question.
Okay.
Do you know about escrow accounts? And then can you explain a little bit about how they can affect the mortgage?
Yes, the escrow account is where your property taxes and your insurance goes. So depending on what your yearly property tax and your yearly increase on insurance, because everybody's getting a minimum of a 30% increase this year, which I know is
It's on a mortgage? Or is it-
on homeowners insurance, which you probably saw it in your car insurance. It was
I did
across
see it
the
in my car.
board
Yeah.
for every company. And because when my payment went up, I called Mr. Insurance Man. They are no longer my insurance man because I did find somebody lower. Shop that every year. I highly recommend loyalty to insurance company is went right out the window. Shop it, but make sure you are looking apples to apples. The other, like I said, the other thing is property taxes. Now it's March, so you're gonna get this nice little pink or blue form, and it's going to say your value for this year is whatever it is. Dispute it, because that affects your payment. You can do it online. I help almost 1,000 people. Don't let anybody charge you to do it. It's a service I just do for friends and family and clients because I don't want their payments going up. I feel like Mr. Taxman gets enough of my money.
Yeah.
And not that I don't want to pay property taxes. I do, because I want nice, smooth roads. But you don't need all my money. So we dispute
Amen.
them. You'll get the little. They'll all come in this month. They all start coming in.
All right. Monica again from the chat. She said, Tarrant County 30K first time home buyers. And she said, vets, no down payment. And she said, should I send them to you?
Just send them all to me. I do a great referring program.
Gotcha. In regards to this market, would now be a good time for people to start pursuing it and buying homes in today's economy?
Yes, as long as you get a good person that knows how to negotiate. I don't ever think it's a bad time. Real estate's value only goes up. It doesn't really go down.
Yeah.
Now becomes steady, or levels off, as I always call it. But they always tell me I'm saying it wrong. I don't think I did, but it's always an asset. So why pay somebody else's mortgage when you can pay your own and have an asset? So I mean, if you're going to pay rent, and you all do, why not own it?
I agree.
Because I can figure out a way to get you into something, and I'm pretty sure your mortgage is less than what you're paying somebody else's rental.
I agree with that.
And I like tax deductions. I need tax deductions. I don't have any children at home, so.
I got you. How can buyers and sellers best prepare for a competitive market?
It goes back to
negotiation.
negotiation. Yeah. Be realistic in a market. I love everybody in our business, but the reason why things are either expiring right now or canceling is because false expectations got put onto somebody that was selling a house, or unrealistic expectations. The market is going to tell you what a house is worth and what somebody's willing to pay, and then you got an appraiser that's going to actually put the value. But also know that area can change a price point a lot. I can take you to a place in McKinney, same house being built in Mansfield, and you're $175,000 cheaper. Same exact house, same builder. So, yeah.
Wow.
All about negotiating and knowing the area.
So you're saying, I guess, the environment plays a part in where you get a home, in a sense?
Kinda.
Yeah.
I always tell everybody I'm south of 20 kind of girl. I like real people. Well, now I'm south of 30 because my office is at the old Ranger Stadium. So I have to say now south of 30 because now I go to 30. But I think certain people think it's more expensive because they have a better society or whatnot, but it really isn't. It's all the same.
Yeah.
Wood's being built, same builder, same everything. One area's just got more traffic than the other.
Yeah.
I don't like traffic. I'm a 10 to 2. If I got to go north of 30, I got to be back by 2. And I'm not leaving till 10. We got a very short window.
Right. That's hilarious. In regards to investment properties, how do you assess whether a property is a good investment opportunity? How do you identify that?
It all depends on what return you want. So the ROI on a property varies. Are you going to hold it to rent it? Are you going to rehab and resell? Which part of investment do you want to do? Right now, I buy for about 9 different hedge funds. And they want a minimum of a 7% cap rate, meaning they want to make a minimum after 10 years. They need to have made almost 70%.
Wow.
So it just varies on what part of investment you want.
Yeah.
Right now, investors, the lovely world of, they call themselves flippers.
Yeah, I've heard that phrase.
Yeah, dumb word. Very dumb word. I am probably going to be chastised after this scenario. I probably should work on myself some more before I do another podcast with y'all. But I don't, it is what it is.
Hey, it is
I'm
what it
about
is,
as
friend.
honest as you get.
I see.
But yeah, if you are going to become somebody that flips properties, do it with quality. Take pride in it. One thing I can say that really sad, because I'm from a construction background. I would not walk into new construction because I could pinpoint everything that went wrong, everything that's wrong with the property, and it just bothered me. So now everybody with a Dodge truck thinks they are in construction, and they have a flipping company.
That's hilarious.
But they don't, because they don't know how to actually do the services or what is needed. But nobody takes pride in it neither.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I see another trim package that has 2 different trims in it, but they're in different rooms, no, just buy the same trim all the way through the house. It is helpful. I just don't know. But yes, anyway, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
I will really work on myself before next time.
Let's see. Somebody said escrow is the way to go. I pay towards principal extra at least 3 times a year and pay mortgage every 2 weeks now. The payment. Oh.
Yes, that is a great idea. Do you
Go
know?
ahead.
Do you know that if you pay an extra $5,000 a year towards principal, you can pay your house off in 9 years on a 20-year note?
My God.
Yeah,
Look at
but
that.
make sure you're paying towards principal, because not all lenders will tell you when you send their payment that you're sending it to principal. If you don't tell them that you want to pay towards principal, they won't.
I've heard that before.
And that's why most people, so the average loan these days are 30 years. And in all reality, you're not really paying anything towards principal of significance until like your 11th year.
Wow.
And so one of my lender friends taught me that. And so my Miss Laura, she gives an extra spreadsheet when, like, if you use her as for buying, she does an extra spreadsheet to show you how to pay it off in 10 years and tells you when to pay the extra principal payment and how much. Or maybe, prime example, you're getting your IRS check back. Now, I had to pay in, because that's what you do when you don't have earned income credit from children. I miss that a lot. But anyway, you're going to get a refund. Well, you should have been able to save anyway throughout the year. Well, what if you put that whole, let's just say it's $2,000.
Right.
But the average person that is actually getting money back is pretty much getting $4,500 to $6,500. What if you put that directly towards your principal? Pay your house off in 10 years and you are out of debt. Now, I walked into my marriage with $70,000 worth of credit card debt.
Wow.
And by the grace of God, that man paid it off in 3 years. Now, he made me cut up all cards, and so I'm not allowed to have credit cards anymore. So, yeah, I really wanted the American Express Platinum to pay $250,000 one time for one card, but he took that away from me. But anyway, doesn't matter. But yeah, to be debt free, even before your children graduate, so that you can be putting that towards their college education or whatever it may be. It's simple processes, and yeah, I learned a lot about that. I didn't even know you could do that until I actually got into real estate, because nobody even told me that you could pay extra payments to pay something off.
Wow.
And it was dumbfounding how quickly that can help.
Wow. That's huge.
Yeah.
Great info, man. I hope y'all taking notes, chat. She also said the payment's looking good now. Home is almost paid. 2,000 purchase less than 100K, so I'm elated. And she said, so is this a good time to purchase another or wait? I guess purchase another home.
So as long as she's don't sell it. Please don't sell it. I talked to so many people out of selling their house last year. If you don't have to sell, rent it out, because you can use the income to help with the buying of the next home.
Yes, that's smart.
And if you really love your home, stay there, buy you a duplex. Duplexes and fourplexes are coming back hard and heavy. And that rental is definitely interesting. And then if you throw in one of your children in there once they get older, they can you can do some homesteading. Because on them, you can put them on the deed, and that'll lower the property taxes.
Wow.
Homestead, highly recommend. And did you know that starting this year, every 5 years, we're going to have to renew our homesteads? Make sure that when you do get the property tax evaluation, you see your homestead. If you're over 65, make sure your over 65 exemption is on there. That's very huge. If you're disabled vet, make sure you have that disability exemption on there. If you're 100% disabled, you don't have there's a disability or exemption for that. Make sure you're getting your right exemptions on your property. So
Wow.
yes.
So going back to what you mentioned, because I'm new to all of this. I mean, I don't have a home yet, but it'll happen. What does a homestead consist of?
Oh, yes, you must need it. Everybody needs homestead. So every year your property goes up. But once you put a homestead, like let's say you bought, we'll use my house as the example. I bought my house 12, 13 years ago. One of those. Can't remember. I bought my house for $137,000.
My God.
Beautiful 3,000 square foot house. My husband hates my house. The soffit was cut wrong. But I quit allowing him to go look at houses with me because he kept telling me everything wrong with homes. Made me mad. He wasn't allowed. So anyhow, I bought it for that. Now every year that values went up. Now I could sell my house right now and for like $4.25, but I only pay property taxes on $280,000. Because it could never go up more than 10% per year, and I dispute my property taxes.
Wow.
When you put an exemption, it caps how much the increase of what they can charge you on your taxable amount.
Gotcha.
Taxable value, not amount. They can tax you on a variety of places, but the taxable value amount
Gotcha.
can only be maxed out.
Gotcha. Going back to the home buying process, how do you handle renovations and property upgrades to increase the value of an investment property?
Well, we first make sure that it's worth it. Not every renovation is worth doing. Because remember, when you're selling a house, you want to be able to get that money back.
Yeah.
So let's say you just decided, I'm going to put new carpet in. Why? We could have cleaned it. Because the next part, maybe they don't even like carpet.
True.
So it's not going to bring enough value for you to pay $8,000 unless you want to give an allowance and let them pick carpet to move in type scenario. Now, if you're doing a kitchen remodel and you're about to granite it out and you can put some new cabinets and a this and a that, that might be okay. Depends on how much you're paying for the remodel. Also depends on if you have a neighborhood of homes that are renovated, because you don't want to be the most expensive home in your neighborhood. You don't want to be carrying the value of your neighborhood. So it just varies home to home and area to area.
Gotcha. I guess take the time to share with our online community the difference between residential, commercial, and multifamily properties.
Yes. So residential can be a regular home, a condo, townhouse, duplex, triplex, fourplex. It becomes multifamily if it's anything more than 5 units in one. So you can go get an FHA loan, first-time home buyers, on a fourplex. Just FYI, let somebody else be paying your mortgage while you're living in one of the units. 3 other people be paying your mortgage. That's still standard real estate. Then like I said, is 5 or more. Commercial is when a business is in the entity. Yes, it's fun. Commercial's good. It's sad because right now everybody's just barely going back to working in an office.
Yeah, in office. Yeah, true.
So there's been a lot of vacancies, even though people have been paying for the rent. Almost 40% of commercial properties are vacant.
Wow, that's a huge number.
Yeah, y'all broke it again.
I guess for you, what is it that separates you from all other real estate professionals? What are those things that you feel like they separates you?
Well, one is my negotiation. I'm gonna treat you like family from the beginning. It used to be, I would tell you, I got to find your dream home because I don't know how to cook, and I need to be invited over for a Sunday dinner. But no, my negotiation, I'm here to find what is best for you, not for me. It's never been about me. It's never been about the money. I'm going to make money no matter what. So I'm going to talk you in and out of something. If it's not a good idea, I'm going to let you know.
Yeah.
But also my background in construction is very helpful. I can tell you if there's going to be structural issues, not that I'm going to, but I could. I got to say that because I've gotten in trouble for that too. I've gotten in trouble a couple of times in real estate just because I had some knowledge. But anyway, that's where it also gets my connections with other vendors is very vast. And so I'll know somebody that can fix something. So I would say my community of who I know is also a benefit to anybody that uses me.
Gotcha. That's huge. Before we go on for more questions, I do want to pause and welcome our online community. And also you, we'll have a big event this Saturday. This is our Backyard Boogie Barbecue. This is in celebration of, number one, the library 2 years in a row has achieved, was the Achievement of Excellence Award 2 years in a row. And on top of that, our engineer, Michael Harger, has received Librarian of the Year.
High five!
Yes. High five. So those who are watching, those who are listening, please come out this Saturday at 12 p.m. It's going to be food, family, fellowship, a great time, just celebrating what we are doing here in the community, man, what we continue to do, and that's build people. And so, yeah, come on out. If you're free, come on out, Ms.
I'm coming. I'm going to the dancing thing at 10.
Yeah, 10, yeah, she will be here.
Yeah, I'm
Miss
going to the
Suhaila.
10 o'clock lady. With my sock. I'm going to have tennis shoes on.
Oh, that's funny. Going forward, let's see. Oh, yeah, this question here. So this is...
This one for sure.
Yeah, this one for sure. I got to keep this in rotation. This is my big sister. This is Rita's question. If you could eat dinner with 4 historical people, dead or alive, who would it be and why?
All right, so do they have to be like amazing people or just people I want to be around?
I guess anybody.
All right.
However you
One,
wanna...
my daddy. He's been gone for 22 years. The next one will be, you're going to laugh at me, but I want to have dinner with, oh, darn it, her name, I can see her face, and I read a book about her. Son of a biscuit. I can't think. Anyway,
It's okay.
We'll go to the next one. I'd like to have dinner with any of the presidents that died, any of them, just because they were the leaders, and I want to know what they think in leadership of today's leaders.
I saw where you were going.
Yeah. Bunny ears, y'all. Bunny ears.
Oh my God.
And then this is for personal reasons. Freddie Fender, he's a country singer, and he's saying happy birthday to me on my 5th birthday.
Oh wow.
With my
That's
father
huge.
after we went fishing.
That's huge.
And so just to say thank you and what it meant to me and my dad, yeah. But maybe the president's
Yeah.
big would be huge for me. I'd like to, yeah.
I could see you
Or
talking
Zig
to them.
Ziglar. That'd be super cool.
Ooh, Zig Ziglar.
Yeah.
I like, yeah.
I mean, old country boy self-made. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Where's he from? Do you know?
Mississippi or
Oh, wow.
Alabama.
I didn't know
He's
that.
still from the South.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know he's still from the South. Yeah.
I had no idea.
You can hear that in his tone. I love listening to him. He's in my car right now.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I definitely know who Zig Ziglar is. We're going to make a pivot.
Okay.
So for you, how much of an impact has your husband had on you in regards to your success in your entrepreneurial journey?
All. So I was my father's daughter. And I believed in it. My father was best man ever. And when he passed away, if it wouldn't have been for my husband, it probably would have destroyed me.
Wow.
And even though why he puts up with me, I don't know. I don't even know why he loves me sometimes, because I am, yeah. But he is my biggest supporter. He thinks I'm way better than I even think I am. I mean, he sees something way more than I ever did. Because I never thought I would amount to anything.
Wow.
I just thought I was going to be somebody's wife, and here we were.
Wow.
And he helped me become the business owner and woman I am today. And by the grace of God, 23 years
Wow.
in May.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you did tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all because of him. And yeah,
Wow.
I'm
That's
grateful
huge. That's
for
huge.
him.
How many kids? Y'all
2.
have? 2? What are the names?
Michael and Ryan. My youngest has a photography business.
Oh, that's huge.
He's coming over later on to do drone of the library to go with my video.
Oh.
Yeah, because
That's
I
dope.
wanted. I'm like, I'm taking pictures inside. You need I need the drone. You know, I need the area pictures. And
That's dope.
I'll buy him a cheeseburger. He'll be fine. So he'll come and do that.
That's
and
funny.
then my oldest son is Ryan. He lives in. I won't call it what I normally call it. He lives in Mason, Texas.
Never heard of that.
It doesn't even have Walmart.
Oh my God.
With my grandbaby. Yeah, it's a special area.
Wow.
It's got a lot of deer. We'll just say that. It has a lot of deer.
I've tried deer meat before.
Oh, deer's good. I love deer
yeah,
jerky.
yeah.
Yes, but yeah. Yep. Make sure you're moving to places that at least have Walmart, people. At least Walmart.
At least Walmart.
At least Walmart.
Oh, you're hilarious. Oh, going back to your husband, how do you encourage personal growth for each other while still trying to build a strong team within the marriage? How do you guys dissect that?
That's always an adventure. Okay, you have to marry your opposite. Like, I literally married my opposite. My husband has 4 people in his phone. 3 of us have lived in our home. Yeah. He listens to barking music. I listen to country. He is OCD crazy. I am not. Like, he can tell you how much I spend on bottled water a day
Wow.
and break it down. I feel as long as my card is working, we have enough money. It's fine. It'll be fine. He is not that way. We don't share bathrooms. I don't put the toothpaste in the right place. I didn't even know there was a place for the toothpaste. next to the sink is where it goes. That's my opinion. But
Funny.
I would now that we're not. So I retired him 5 years ago,
You did tell us that a while back in the meeting.
which was a blessing for multiple reasons. When working together with your spouse in your company, you should learn to leave work at work, and when you walk into your home. Not. But we didn't have that balance for a long time.
Yeah.
So it's always an adventure. Just know that they're not always thinking bad things. Always.
I got you. For you, if you could give encouragement to the younger Francis Krebs, what would you tell her?
Learn to love yourself sooner. It took me a long time to like who I am.
Wow.
Because I didn't ever think I was enough for anybody. I was scared of being a bad mom. When I found out I was pregnant with my oldest son, I moved back home into my daddy's house. Wouldn't leave him for 3 months. Cried every day that I was scared to be a bad mom. And he finally convinced me I wasn't going to be. But learn to love yourself sooner.
I like that. Yeah, I like that. For you, are there any specific goals that you are looking to accomplish this year, whether it be personal or professional?
Yes. I want to create 5 agents that can sell a minimum of $5 million in real estate. I want to read 20 new books that I haven't read.
I like that.
And I want to do 3 more vacations, but this time I want my children to go with me and not just send me away. Yeah. They think I get a little too wild-eyed, and they're like, oh, you must go away for a little while, Mom. They just send me away. I want them to go with me this time.
Last question in regards to the topic of the show, the name of the show, Ordinary Conversations with Extraordinary People. What does it mean to you to be extraordinary, and how do you define it in your own life?
Extraordinary. I think that is a very interesting word. I'm grateful other people see me as extraordinary. I'm learning to learn that. There's some really cool people out here.
Yeah.
People just need to learn to say hello.
Yes.
Say hello.
I totally agree with that.
Because I love hearing everybody's, I love going to the nursing homes because those people have stories. And I'm living to 100, God willing. And I want to be one of those people that says, you remember when? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. The dial-up phone? I want to be able to say that story.
Yeah.
So, extraordinary people, they're not scared of hello. And I think that the more people you can actually want to build and share life with, and they may not even be in your life forever. Maybe it's just a season.
Engineer says it all the time.
It's okay. Yeah. I don't need you on my bus every day, but I do want you on my bus.
I like that.
For some time.
That's dope.
So,
I like that.
That would be my scenario.
Any closing words, any last words you want to share with our online community?
Y'all come and hang out with me at Hawaiian Falls and come to the library.
Oh, yes. Before we get off, how can everybody find you on social media?
I am Francis. Go to Francis Krebs, FrancisKrebs.com. It has everything. Or my telephone number is, 817-821-1499. I was about to give you my son's number.
Oh, my God.
I sometimes forget it. You have to look at it on the card sometimes. I'm just saying that it's there. I don't know. But yeah, just call me or come hang out with me at Hawaiian Falls. It opens in May. I like that place. Look for the purple towel. Everything's purple.
Yeah.
That's me.
All right. We appreciate you, Miss
Thank
Krebs.
y'all.
Today was dope. I knew you was going to bring high energy.
We had good fun. Yes.
This is Ordinary Conversations with Extraordinary People. We had an amazing time kicking off Women's History Month. Y'all follow us next Wednesday at 12 p.m. as we have my big sister, Suhaila, Sweet LD Sabir, man. She is amazing when it comes to dance. So y'all tune in next week. See y'all. Peace.
Thank you.